So we're on to day 3 of the 49ers training camp. So far, you're looking at different stuff. So you see that Mac Jones was on a good rhythm for today. He did pretty solid. He stood out, He did exactly what he had to do. The defense did pretty well, especially in coverage. I mean, you had Ronaldo Green stepping in pretty well before he pulled his hamstring. I heard Darrell Luter did pretty well. As far as a player who kind of stood out unexpectedly was Brandon Willis. He made some nice key catches. He made like 3 or 4 catches. I'm seeing a lot of this positive vibes, And the crazy part about what kind of makes it more interesting is when you get one of these little fights in practice, it doesn't always mean it's a negative type of vibe. It can be positive, like I said in that other video. When they do that, man, it sharpens iron, and it didn't go too long. They kind of separate them stuff. I'm pretty sure once they got into the locker room, they shook it off and let it be, It's a competitive game. Of course, you're going to have that kind of mindset. But I'm saying, when you look at it that way, man, that's what you want. And we were lacking that energy. I feel like this defense under Barbasala is going to get better. I like what I've seen from the defensive line. The defensive line, they look very promising. They look very hungry, They're more than capable of stopping the run from the looks of it. But then you want to talk about the running back groups. Sure, we haven't got to the pads yet, and we haven't got to preseason. But the running back group is pretty impressive. McCaffrey, if he can stay healthy and have that same explosiveness like he had before, I have no doubt in my mind that we'll be just fine. Garando looked kind of explosive as he is, but Jordan James, he's another guy I'm hearing a lot of good things about. Like, he just looks the part. He isn't the fastest, but he seems to get through the holes pretty well. And that's what matters. So you look at it that way. Then you got a guy like Corey Kiner that has to have a good standout to make this roster, of course. But I like his chances, too. He looked exactly the same part as Jordan James. They look pretty much the same way. I mean, one just has to work on holding onto the ball a little bit. But other than that, there's some similarities between those two guys. But I like what I've seen. Kyle Shanahan is feeling more confident than I've ever seen before. If you go into these press conferences, he seems to have a lot of confidence going from there. You see that everything's kind of coming into play, right? Once you get the right coaching staff and all that other stuff, it takes care of itself. But once you get these players some opportunities to shine, then maybe there's a little bit of hope. People want to question what we did in free agency, but you can't let it be what happens, You got to see what you got with these young guys, man. Because the guys you drafted, sometimes they need to have an opportunity to play on the football field. Especially Darrell Luter, who kind of actually stood out too. And he would probably need some more reps, of course. So I think that's what's beneficial for him is he can get an opportunity to step in and play a big role. I mean, that's just how we were hoping for. As far as the kicking game, it seems a little concerning, Because Jake Moody missed a field goal. He missed like 2 kicks. Are you kidding me? Greg Joseph missed about 3 kicks. So I don't know what we're seeing in Jake Moody, but I hope he turns it around, man. I just feel like it doesn't matter in practice. We just have to see if he could do it in actual games when it matters. So we'll see, man, but it is what it is.